it got me thinking when I was kind of coming back across the ferry, just thinking I was doing my yoga and doing a bit of meditation, and I was feeling into this kind of, you know, truth that I was floating on this ocean, really, that connected all the world in, in the way that we sometimes don't kind of get it as viscerally, because of course, when you're floating on an ocean, you're literally connected to the body of water that is the earth, around the earth. And in so many ways, I think that we need to remember that we are part of that ocean, but also that our body is like an ocean, and everything that we do is connected. Everything that happens on the surface registers deep beneath, and vice versa. And so the practice of mindfulness and of doing what we're doing, is becoming more aware, is really helping us to, first of all, to understand the ocean of our being, because we are energy. We're not just this physical body. We are so much more. And we all know that. We all know that, our thoughts and our feelings have a great impact on how we live our day. And we we don't often, although we know that, we don't often consciously, speak to that, nor do we often consciously make a practice of figuring out how to work with that. And as you all know, I think the practice of mindfulness helps us to in the very first part of it, just become aware that there is a lot going on, and that we are this ocean of different, things, movements, of life. And we have our breath, we have our thoughts, we have our feelings. And the other day I had a student ask me, well, aren't thoughts and feelings the same thing? And I think the distinction that we really want to remember is that no, they're not. So a thought is, a very distinctive thing. We have a thought, I need to do this, or I need to make a grocery list, or this is, my email, or I'm going to, do such and such and such today. And that's very much the working of the prefrontal or of the frontal cortex, the bigger mass of your brain. But then we have a feeling, and a feeling is always registered, first of all, in the body. So although we may have different bodies that may be altered in some ways, they still register everything. It's not that they don't have feeling and they don't have sensation in a way that, is energetic. They have altered sensation and altered feeling, perhaps, but it's still there. And so I really encourage us to think about the feeling aspect of our body in a way that's separate than the thoughts, and also separate than your emotions. So what happens in sort of the normal course of our thinking modality is something comes into the brain, and it may register as, a sensation, and then that will register into a feeling state, and that may bring a thought, and that also may eventually from the thought procure or propagate an emotion. And emotions are always the last on this train. So they come as a story or a association with either the feeling or the thought. So emotions are really something that you want to kind of think of as a manageable thing, and as an important aspect of our being to manage. And emotions are, there's many, but they aren't often associated with a feeling in the body. They create a feeling in the body, maybe, like anger might create different sensations in the body. But if you were feeling frustrated or, upset, you would register that anger, or anger would come after the feeling of upset. The feeling in the body would register first, and then you would maybe make a thought, oh, that really bugs me. And then the emotion, the association would come next. Oh, I don't want her to say those things to me, or why does she do that? And then you're going to then be in that triangle of thought, emotion, and feeling. So the awareness of you, your higher, more non-physical self, your energetic self is your awareness, and you're seeing all this happening, and that's really the place you want to be, because that gives you space, and that gives you the capacity to then, look at thoughts, look at feelings, look at emotions, and have the capacity to see them, to notice, and then to make a decision about whether you want to dive into either one of those three things. So that's the triangle of awareness, and that's the triangle that we're working with when we work with mindfulness. So we're in the middle of that triangle as awareness. And why is awareness something that's distinguished differently than your brain? Is because it is. Because your awareness works, all the time. And it isn't related necessarily to our thinking. It isn't related directly to our thoughts or our feelings or our emotions. It's actually something that's very distinctive and very unique, in the sense that we can have awareness that's pure, and that awareness is often the place that gives us the capacity to be able to have intelligence, emotional intelligence, where we don't perhaps get pulled into any three of those aspects of our thinking mind or our feeling body. So we're going to do a little bit of mindful movement to begin, and then we'll get right into our practice. So when I say mindful movement, and often I do lead you through a little bit of this in the beginning, we're going to just really pay attention in this place to that triangle. So allow yourself to get your most comfortable position possible. And I spent the day in my chair yesterday, so my body's a little bit fried today, being in the chair for about 16 hours. And so as I get comfortable, I'm just really letting my awareness sit in to all that is, even the spasticity, even a bit of pain and tightness. And I'm just going to register. So allow yourself just to register into your feeling body right now. So let yourself kind of, with your eyes closed, just go in, feel out where you can move and where movement feels normal, and where, or not normal necessarily, but where it feels comfortable, where it doesn't feel comfortable. Let yourself roll the shoulders back a little bit. Be organic. Don't worry about what it looks like to anyone else, but feel what it feels like. To just be in the moment, just letting your body be somewhat organic, just taking whatever movement is available to you, whatever release you might need, shoulders, neck, and then coming into a little bit more direction now. Bring your awareness into your breath and take a big breath in. Fill the lungs, and as if you were kind of exhaling all tension out, go ah. And we'll do that again. Inhale big. And just like you're letting air out of a balloon, really deflate the tension. As you inhale, you might just shrug the shoulders up, and exhale, relax them down. Good. And then maybe if the arms want to move and stretch out a bit, lean away from one arm, press it out from the opposite shoulder, and let you stretch the muscles on the neck. And maybe move that shoulder in and rotate it a bit. And then let the head fall to the opposite side. And do the same thing. Move the shoulder in toward the ear. And rotate the arm and stretch it out a bit. Maybe your arm doesn't move so well, so just use your elbow to get a little bit of movement. Good. Think of your arms like they're fins. So just like a fish, that your arms actually start in here. So really, when you move your shoulder, you're moving that whole arm complex. And when you take the elbow in, if you're not able to lift your arms, you're really getting into the shoulder in a beautiful way to really let the shoulder release. Good. And then come back into your midline and allow yourself to just tune in. Tune in. Feel, sense, allow, and watch with that beautiful, kind, loving attention all that is. And as you move into your inner space, think of just falling into your spine. So feel like you can just draw your awareness and your attention deep into your spinal body. And feel that lifeline of your spine. And allow yourself to, in these first few moments, just breathing into your spine, right down to the base of your spine, and then up the spine and out through the crown of the head. And do that again. Breathe all the way in from the top of the crown of the head down into the base of the spine. And then let the air out all the way up the spine and out the crown of the head. And do that again, inhaling deep into the base of the spine, filling the heart as you breathe, filling the belly, and exhaling, releasing the air back out the crown of the head. And staying with that, allow yourself to now let the breath resume its normal rhythm, but still attuning to this beautiful spinal body, this lifeline of your body. And go right with your inhale down to the base again, filling the belly on your inhale, breathing through your nose, and exhaling through your nose. And if you can, on your exhale, on your next exhale, just do a very gentle squeeze at the base of the spine, feeling that you can kind of do it almost like a little Kegel, and just collect in your energy there, and then releasing on the exhale. And then again, breathe all the way down to the base of your spine, and then just collect your energy, squeeze, pull in, and then exhale, release. And then allow yourself to continue with this as you breathe in now, the belly filling with your air, and then feel your heart kind of next. And feel like if you broaden your shoulders, drop your shoulder blades down your spine, kind of allow your shoulders to squeeze a little bit downward. You can kind of feel your heart complex, the whole beautiful complex of the heart, and just not squeezing so much as just collecting your energy there, and then exhaling out. So again, breathe into the crown of the head, fill the belly. You can still feel that connection at the base of your spine, but now feel it in your heart too, as you exhale and releasing it. And again, breathe in, feel it as you fill the belly. As you exhale, feel the connection at the base of the spine, squeezing a little bit there. And now kind of squeezing a little bit the shoulders downward as you feel the heart complex. Release. Good. And then we'll do that again as you inhale. This time, release the jaw on the exhale. Just open the mouth and relax the jaw open. And feel the back of the throat as you exhale. And then breathe in again. And keep the mouth closed this time, but still feel like your jaw is dropped and that you've got this grin. And feel the breath swirl the back of your throat, as if you had another sort of diaphragm there where you're just collecting the breath at the back of the throat, squeezing a little bit as you exhale out. Good. And again, inhale, breath into the belly. You feel the base of the spine. You feel that connection in your heart as you squeeze the shoulders down. And you also feel this beautiful breath moving at the back of your throat with that sound, and relaxing and releasing. And then as you travel upward into the space behind your eyes now, Just feel into that midbrain. And as you breathe into your belly, allowing the sense of your exhale now to just bring your awareness into your third eye and back into your midbrain. So right into the pineal gland, where the seat of consciousness, awareness is. And allowing that to be your exhale. And then repeat. Breathe all the way in, fill the belly, connect the base of the spine, connect the heart complex, connect the throat, and then connect the third eye back to the midbrain as you exhale. Good. I'm sorry, there's a little bit of noise in the background. My dog's enjoying this. She's rolling and doing her whole spine. And as you do so too now, allow your awareness just to sit with that. Feeling the connection of your inner body, your inner self, through your spinal column, through those 4 vortexes of your main energy bandhas, the base of the spine, the heart complex, the throat chakra, and the third eye, Agnya, midbrain chakra. And letting that breath and your awareness still move up and down that channel. So that channel that connects the heavens to the earth, the unseen to the seen. And really allowing for your awareness to hold all that is, your thoughts, all of the sensations and the feelings that may be registering right now, and any emotions that may arise in relation to any of those 2 other things, thoughts or feelings, and just letting them all be with your kind, loving attention. Simply thoughts, feelings, and emotions. No attachment, no sense of needing to be drawn into them or to have anything other than a neutral, kind eye toward them. And this beautiful channel of life force energy, as you breathe in through the crown of the head, down the central channel to the base of your spine, and as you exhale, this gentle connection, as you can even just feel that just gentle squeeze of the perineal muscles, of the heart muscles, of the back of the throat, of the center of the brain and the third eye. On your exhales, releasing. And you may want to add, as you inhale through the crown of the head, breathing all the way down to the base of the spine, connecting base, heart, throat, and third eye on your exhale. You may want to add in the release that comes on those exhales to the whole body. Allowing your presence to be with the movement of energy, the aspect of your energy moving, your awareness moving, your breath moving. Sometimes I like to remind myself that My spine, my essence, my awareness is like the heartwood of the tree, and it's holding that beautiful capacity for all that is, the branches to move, and they, like thoughts, the little leaves, they flicker with every little change of wind. But there's this deep, prevailing, essential, eternal aspect to yourself, the wise watcher. The wise watcher that has the capacity to hold space for all that is. Whatever our various different moods or emotions, thoughts may be, all the movement. The dog walking, the wind blowing, the thoughts moving. It all changes moment to moment. And this deep, everlasting, reliable aspect of your being that doesn't change, we access through our central channel, through your spine. And in these last few moments, as we allow ourselves to continue to cultivate this presence of awareness that's unfettered, coming back to the breath, if you kind of get lost in the deepness of the space, staying with the breath as your anchor of awareness. And then keeping with that same visual and sensory awareness of your central channel of your spine, I'm going to invite you to release any residue tension by just allowing yourself to breathe in through the crown of the head and then exhale down and through the feet, down through the base of your spine, all the way into the earth, and just release, relax, and let go. So breathing in through the crown of the head, kind of stabilizing at the base of the spine as the belly expands through your inhale breath. And then exhale from the base of the spine, out through the legs, down through your foot plates, down through your feet, down into the earth. And one more time, any tension as you breathe in through the crown, filling your heart, broadening your collarbones. The belly fills, you connect a bit to the core base, and then exhale any tension out the base of the spine, through the legs, down and through the feet, and into Mother Earth, where all is received. And then relaxing into your place of neutrality, kind attention. Allow yourself to feel again now the breath just gently moving. No visual, no direction, just really allowing the breath now to ride your awareness like a wave. And your awareness to ride on the breath like a wave, like a surfer, in and out. And as we wind our practice down for the day, just feeling with your inhale the broadening of your collarbones, the filling of your heart, and the great gratitude that you have for yourself, for your life, and also for your practice, for showing up. And then you may want to extend that gratitude out into the broad, beautiful world that you live in, through the broad, relaxed heart. And I know a couple of you need to leave right on time today, and so we're, I think, grinding down to be right on time with a couple minutes. So allowing yourself to come back into the room, and with a gentle, kind eye, just allow yourself to stay in that space that you occupy behind your eyes, even though your eyes are open. Just feel your central channel and really feel your breath in your channel, keeping that broad grin and that sort of sense of spaciousness, and then moving into your world with that beautiful connection. So lovely to see you all. And is that Linda there? Yeah. Have a wonderful day, everybody. If you have any questions, actually I have a little announcement. I think I have time. But I'd like to just share with you that there's a wonderful project, a research project. I've mentioned this to a few of you. And it's involving you, hopefully, maybe, a few of you anyways, who would like to be involved with similar type of a group, but a bit different. Anyways, it's a mindfulness research study, and it will be conducted through the University of Toronto and a couple others, and the University Health Network. and it's going to be a 2-year project, but your involvement as a volunteer, which you will get paid $50 every meeting, would be just really to help us kind of figure out what special considerations and just what things we may want to do when we look at mindfulness for our group of people. So it would be wonderful if you feel like being involved, and I know a few of you are, all of you would be welcome, and a few of you have suggested interest. So just let me know, and I can give you more information about that. So that's it for today. Any questions? I'm not sure if anybody has anything, but feel free to open up your camera or your voice, unmute yourself. Yes.
Thank you.
You're,
Thank you.
you're very welcome. Nice to see you, Jacqueline.
Thank you.
See you in 2 weeks.
And you too, Chris. Nice to see you, Maureen. I love your yellow. It's so beautiful and bright. Nice
Thanks, Mary-Jo. my camera's, my internet's not allowing my camera, or something's not allowing my camera, so I have to get that figured out. But I would participate in helping with
right. Okay, will you, Chris, will you email the SCI&U group back with your email, and then I can send one off to you, the email?
You betcha. Yeah, I will. Thank you.
And yeah, you're so welcome. Jacqueline, if you're interested, do the same. Just reply back to the email that you get for mindfulness. Reply back
see.
to that, and then I'll get your email, and then I'll include you.
Great. Thank you.
Awesome. Have a wonderful couple weeks, everybody, and we'll see you in 2 weeks, hopefully.
Yes, you betcha. Thank you.
Okay.